Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in. Please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976 allows is made for the fair use for the purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing non-profit, educational, or personal use tips and balance in favor of fair use, on which you can be right. Miss Latrice, you beat around that bush yesterday, or whatever in your life, honey. When Tanya was in that room, you was beating around that bush, honey. I had to come from around the bush and say, you know what, I got to give my opinion. You was having a conversation in the room, and the whole time you was talking about her. I could read between the lines, honey. But I'm going to tell you why you've been wrong. You've been wrong because, in my opinion, you don't use people and then throw them in the trash. You've been feeling like that for quite some time now, and I felt the same way. She wasn't a good friend. I felt she was talking behind your back. But you could have come about it a different way. You don't never ask somebody to do favors from you, knowing after you done get what you gotta get after your surgery, in my opinion, then you let her know it's not working out no more. Shame on you. You beat around the bush. If that lady spent any money on rental, feeding your kids, hotel, whatever she did, a real woman gonna return the money back to the sender. If you real the way you say you real, you'll give that lady back her money. That's how I am. One thing about me, if I don't like somebody, I ain't beating around the bush. I'm going to let you know right then and there, I don't care for your tell. Don't come around me, don't text me, don't call me, however it may be. I got a strong discernment. I use it quite well. If I say I like you, I like you. See, some of y'all always hold and embrace people who don't like you because we are one jacked up people. But the people who don't mean well, you love on that, you embrace that. But people who mean well, you talk about it, you hate it, you down it, you make fun of it, because we're one jacked up people. But when you've been beating around the bush and you've been having that conversation, Miss Tanya, Miss Beautiful Hill, know you've been talking about her. Oh, she know. Oh, yeah, she know. See, I'm not like that. I'm going to say what I got to say. I ain't beating around the bush for nobody. And who can't take the truth, they don't need to be around me. And let me tell you something. One thing about me, I'm not attached to people who can't take the truth. I'm more turned off by people who can't accept the truth and more turned on by the people who speak the truth. That's just me. I've always been like that all my life. I love truth for what it is. Somebody voice their opinion. Some of y'all are French. Get mad, come on YouTube and start airing yourself out. Start unraveling. Somebody say a little something. When you a YouTuber and you say you big the way you big, you'll come online unraveling. You told your friends not to make no video and talking about no other content creator. Common sense will say you let your people who ride for you take the heavy hit and ride the people who is against you, but you're doing things backwards. That's why people ride your coattails. You thinking somebody gonna get ahead of you, but only thing you doing is building foundations of people who not gonna like you. You telling your friends to stay off YouTube. Don't be on it while you watching their video, however the case may go, but you on it watching it your god doggone self. You see how foolish that sound? No matter what you said, it's still gonna do it when they're not in your presence. So common sense gonna say what you should have did was told them, go hard for me like never before. Anybody mentioned go hard for me, you don't even want to do that. And that's why people is dragging you. You should make your commentary and log off and let your friends who rhyme for you do your job, but you don't even know how to comprehend to do that shit. What kind of mess is that? Then after you done got your surgery, you talking mad-ish. That's why people is riding your tail. What kind of crap is that? You're supposed to be in your healing process. But you back at it again? Let me tell you something. What you had is not really a major procedure, but it can still get affected, right? When you saying evil things towards people that hurt people, wishing they had died, or coming at people, knowing you got them drain tubes in you, in my opinion, you better stop that mess. When you're sitting here wishing bad on people, it's coming back on you. Seriously. And Miss Beautiful here, this message is for you. You was beating around the bush when you came on your live. Yes, you did. And how I know you've been beating around the bush, because when you first came on your live, you look at that camera like, ugh, with a disgrace on your face. And you said you didn't want to even mention nothing about her. You're not going to talk about her. You're not going to even talk about what happened, but you did. In my opinion, I felt that you was going behind her back talking about her. I could read body language. I keep telling y'all to keep y'all tail from over there because the girl need help, in my opinion. But you came on your live and you said you wasn't going to talk about her. You did talk about her. You told everything that happened. Now you done spend your money. You done let this girl use you, knowing in her heart she had this in her head way before she had the surgery. She was gonna let you go, but she beat around the bush and used you. I'm a strong believer. What you do is gonna come back when you are your turn, in my opinion, and that's facts. Karma got a way of coming back. She was wrong for that, what she did. She should have paid you back your money. When you don't want to be bothered with nobody no more, and that lady came in her pocket to take her time off her job, the least you could do, Teresa, is give that lady back her money that she spent. I don't care if she says she don't want to take it. You son it in the cash app, and since you're not going to deal with her like that, you lock her out where she can't son it back, and that show that you're a real soldier when you do something like that. See, it's okay to try to prove your point to people, but I know better. Send that lady her money back and make her go on live and let people know she got her money back. What's a couple $100? You hurting to keep a couple $100 and to pay that lady back her money? Really? I gotta see it to believe it. I gotta see this one. See, that's how I roll. Everybody don't roll like that. See, I'm gonna tell you how I feel from the door. I ain't beating around the bush with nobody who in my circle. And if I got a friend I don't like how you did me, I ain't gonna talk to you over no internet. I'm gonna wait till I come in your face, say what I gotta say, just in case you gotta pop it off with it. That's just me. Everybody not born to do this type of stuff. I'm gonna let you know in your face how I feel about you. You wait till you done got the help and then tell a girl how you feel. You busy, you're not gonna be friends with her no more. Better her than me. Baby. You don't waste that lady time. You shouldn't never waste that lady time from the get-go at all. So next time, leave people well enough alone from the door. Whenever you get that thought in your mind, they ain't no friend, don't ask them to do nothing. Let people know right then and there in their face you don't want to deal with them. Because to me, that's a bunch of BS. And see, the way you move and how you do things, in my opinion, that's why people is riding your coat. You're behind the way they ride. See, I don't with anybody when they right. You got your surgery done. Now you're popping off knowing you're going to need that lady. And it won't doubt me at all if you come back on here and say it's a skit just to make friends with her again because you're going to need her help. Let me tell you something. And this goes for you and Miss Beautiful Heal, in my opinion. Anytime you with somebody, they're draining you and you got to leave your job or your home from your family, your lifestyle, leave that person alone. I don't care who it is. If they're not near death, leave that person alone. And if you wrong somebody and they feel as though you're not giving your all once you done leave your job, your house, your family, and this and that, and they do you wrong, next time, everybody, I was always taught, when a lot of people saying the same thing, everybody ain't lying. Sometimes you got to know your place. That's just like somebody with a man. Everybody thinking, or you got one woman at the bunch thinking, I could change him. It's one at the bunch thinking she could do a better job than the next and get the same exact thing. When you see people for what they is, you bank on it. You don't sit and say, you know what, I'm not going to do what the next person did, because I guarantee you, what kind of spirit you got is another person have the same type spirit, but probably even better. And guess what? They got backdoor too. So you got to know people for the things they say, for what they do, and how they treat people before you place judgment on others and thinking you're going to do a better job. So please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And I don't want to see none of y'all big round of push nobody.